All right, guys, how's it going? It's definitely been a minute, about a week. So I thought since season 2.5 has been out for about a week, I got about 20 hours in the season, so I think I can accurately give a tier list for the season. So I'm coming from a GM1 perspective, so not highest on the ladder, but still sways pretty good. With the new addition of Ultron, Flyers have basically taken over the game completely, so it's important we know how to counter it. And tier list can kind of explain to you what's going on. So let's start with Adam Warlock. Now, good poke, good against Flyers. Like, he's not bad. Like, I don't think Adam Warlock is bad at all. I think his ult's kind of weak. Since, like, compared to, like, a rocket cooldown especially, he just can't get full health reses, but he's still good. Soul Bond is really good into other comps, but not die particularly, so I would probably put him... I'm really, I'm very opinionated on support players, but I'll put him in A tier. I don't think he's terrible. BP, sorry, BP mains. Flyer meta, I don't need to say this at all. Like, I think Moon Knight is better than BP, and that's fucking insane, because I think PP has a lot of skill potential. Kind of like Psylocke, it's more timing your dashes and landing them, but I mean, at this point, I can't, in good conscience, give him a higher ranking just because, like, it's just not there yet. Black Widow, D tier. So, actually, okay, let me, hold on. Give a little caveat to this. Where is he? Where is he? My bad, I'm a little slow right now. Okay, so this guy, with Punisher, a little tip for later, Punisher's good too. With Punisher, C tier. Without Punisher, throw pick. Same thing as Jeff. Actually, Jeff is more like A tier because the fucking team up's so strong. Sorry, my bad. I have to do something. Okay, who's the next one up? Yeah, these two are kind of obvious. Like, Widow should be good into Flyers, but she's really bad. Like, her kit is so underwhelming. Like, I get so much more just playing an auto-aim character, which is what I already do. So, like, yeah. Hulk. Not insta-ban anymore, but Gamma's good against Flyers, with Namor especially. I would probably put him in A. He's definitely better than Adam. I'm not a tank player, but, you know, him jumping around like a bastard everywhere is, like, extremely frustrating. He can cancel ult, so that's always going to be strong. I don't think he's I don't think he's bad. I just think you can't spam him in any comp. You kind of need a mag strange for this one to run, just because you're taking so much poke. But yeah, it could definitely work. I mean, it's not terrible. Ooh, Captain America. Last season he would have been probably in between this, but this season nerfed him too much. He has hardly been oppressive, and I haven't been seeing any Cap plays. I've like maybe 2 Cap lords in like a week I've seen. So like no one's playing him, and I can't put him higher if I don't see him, bro. Okay, my girl Cloak and Dagger. Where did she go? Where did they go? Not gonna put it here. I'm just debating. Okay, you know what? I have to be biased. Actual support ult compared to 75 HP res, even on tanks, because like you get like every time I get res, I get fucking nuked because I don't decide where I respawn. So yeah, I would say Cloak is definitely better. Into Mag is really good. Iron Man especially. It's more well. It's good because you can fade out their ults, but they can also blow you up during yours. So it's kind of a mind game, but like it's easy to dodge. You just have to use like one of your last lanes to duck in a cover. I don't think I'm gonna put her here. She's not that bad into Flyers. Oh yeah, and the auto aim definitely helps into Flyers. Strange is actually an A tier pick this meta. Shields for poke, always good, always consistent. But another thing though, they buffed him a little bit. He's kind of heat. Like that guy's the one tank I do play. I played him with a little bit of quick and it's been pretty good. I can't lie. He's not bad. His shield's good. Agamotto is always extremely strong. Can never go wrong with that. That's for sure. Okay, Groot. Yeah, Groot's still disgusting, but I feel like I think right now he's S tier. But when people start understanding the meta and start realizing again, where is he? Ooh. Again, we're waiting for the season to start, but this guy is like kind of hard meta right now. But yeah, for now, I think he'll drop to A tier during the meta, and he'll probably get taken over by other tanks. Hawkeye, if you can hit your shots, S tier. If you can't, this. But I'm taking it from high level play, so definitely S tier. The freeze through walls, disgusting. Really good burst damage. His ult's really good. You can hit people. You can even hit multiple of the flashbacks or whatever you call them with his arrows, and that's a lot of burst. So I can never say Hela. As always, she's the queen of rivals, right next to Luna. Flying meta, 2-tap headshot, not extremely hard to do, but you know, need some skill there. So I definitely don't. When I see a Hela, I'm never complaining. Her ult is so fucking strong. Okay, with Iron Fist nerfs, I have to put him in B, which sucks because I like playing Iron Fist. He used to counter flyers very well, but the mobility nerf in particular with his enhanced punch really makes it unviable to play him. I can't see in any fucking world where he's consistent. So at this point, like, he's good, but like he's a bit undertuned right now. Again, he's always undertuned, man. Okay, Iron Man, low-key, kind of disgusting. I've seen some Iron Man this season. He's really good. Unibeam is good. I don't remember if he got buffed. I'm not too sure. I mean, Ultron is an inherent buff to his play because you can just keep the drone on your flyers, and if they play together, that's disgusting. But yeah, his ult's really good, especially into you. Where is you? Especially like in terms of the top supports, the only one that really counters Iron Man would probably be Loki. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Okay, this isn't vibes. I love my Jeff players, but not in my ranked games. I had a really bad losing streak where we had 2 Jeff Lords and we got rolled, which is why I'm putting him in the C tier. So with Storm specifically, with that fucking combo, low B tier. Because he actually has a use that no one else can fill in that state. But in a vacuum, or no, like generalizing with any team comp, you can't really run Jeff super well. It's just, he's really inconsistent. Bro, they killed him in the rework. He's still playable, but like they just made him brainless. And I think a lot of people would agree with me saying that. Okay. Loki, always and will always be S tier. If you have one of these, you can have 2 of these now. Like copying alts is good because you can tie it to any situation. He's so versatile. Runes always gonna be fucking. Oh my god, I hate those runes. But yeah, runes are very good. A good mobility, can go invisible to get out, can TP out with his clones, and people just the standing still Loki is always gonna be really good. It's consistent enough, and you just, I mean, yeah, just standing still, make them guess if you're a clone or not. It's free in low ranks. If you're low rank, play Loki. Trust me, it's really good. Okay, Luna Snow. You're above these 2. Are you above Hela? Yeah, yeah. They, so, they buffed her ult, but they also buffed her damage and healing, so you have to kind of understand that you're gonna get more ult charge now. I think that, yeah, they buffed it, they nerfed her ult cost only retroactively, I think, which is why she feels so oppressive, because her ult charge is the same. Like, they kept it to where it's similar in pace. I want that shit nerfed. We do not need 12 seconds of healing or damage boost. It's Rocket Ult on crack. And it can move too, and you can get out of ults. Mind you, because this is so strong, and they also buffed Mag, she's vulnerable. But if you play her well, she gets her freeze, and she gets overhealth with her shields now, or overhealth when you hit her freeze on someone. I think she goes up to 300, if I'm mistaken, for a hit. She's nasty. Ooh, Magic. Magic in Flyer meta. If it wasn't Flying meta, she'd be A, but because Flyer meta, she's B, and I'm going to put her below Fist for sure. I have a lot of friends that play Magic, and yeah, they cook. Magic's really good. For why do the Mag players always fucking fill? That's a fucking dumb thing to do about it. I mean, yeah, Magic's consistent. Just good burst, and you can deal with flyers on Magic. I've seen it, but it's very inconsistent if you're bad at the game, so I don't recommend you really picking her up. Ooh, Magneto, easily S+ tier. He is disgusting. Have you ever seen any decent mag, especially for a support player? You like I learned a lot playing against good mag players. Like that's probably where I've learned the most of like alt timing, staying in cloak form a bit longer so I can vanish, especially with Strange. I can combo almost every time. I had a really funny clip last night, but I wasn't recording, so I can't post it. But yeah, I'm like, is he gonna Agamotto? And then 5 seconds, and not even 2 seconds later, I heard and he's dropping. Yeah, that was scary. Yeah, Mag is good. They buffed his projectiles a bit. He's always good with Emma being meta. That team up's probably the best team up in the game. I'm still gonna argue this. Alright, let's go on to other support. Mantis. Just because she's more versatile, I'm putting her above Adam. But below Cloak, because her ult is, again, it's okay. It's not a bad ult. The speed boost and the allied shields are good. But you can't diff it with raw healing. I would still prefer a Cloak over a Mantis in most comps. In Res comp, where these two are together and you have a Luna on top, 10,000% Cloak could be a throw pick there. But just for now, in a general sense, yeah. Oh. You know what? I'm gonna put Jeff. I'm gonna put Jeff above Moon Knight because all Moon Knight has is like the AoE. And you can dodge it so easily on tight maps, especially with penny comps being so much more popular. I've been seeing so many penny bans. It's not worth it. Like, I never want to see a Moon Knight in any rank. But he's easy, you can get value. It just depends on the team. Okay, Namor, good old Gamma. With Gamma, he's A, but in general, just as a solo pick, I'm putting him like... Yeah, I'll put him above Magic for now. Turrets are good for flyers. It limits their space, but they can also 2-tap it, which is the main reason why I think it's not... I don't think it's super potent. But then again, it's not bad. Right? Like, it's not bad at all. Okay, Penny. Penny is not DC tier. She is... Bro, she's kind of low A tier. Like, she's creeping a little bit. Flyer meta... Actually, you know what? That's true. Flyer meta, you go B. You're definitely better than Cap. On specific, like, on a map-to-map basis, like, Vampire map, or even, like, a lot of tight choke maps, even, like, the first point of, the Herbie map, like, he gets banned. I spam Rocket a lot, too, so that Nest combo is really, it's disgusting, bro. It is so nasty. Psylocke. I'll be honest, Emma's good right now, so Psylocke will be good. They nerfed her a little bit, but she's still a really good carry hero. I'm never gonna bitch if I have a Psylocke, at least I don't complain, so. Not much to say for that. Rocket Raccoon. I mean, all the supports are in a good place. Like, he's going A tier for sure, but I don't know where. I'll be honest, Adam's better than Rocket. A little bit. With Penny, context-wise, he's better, but just on, like, actually, no, you have an actual safety ult versus res, and full HP res, mind you, on a 45-second cooldown, which is a lot more active and useful than a mass res in the middle of point. I hear Iron Man ulting and we're all dead. Does that make sense? Is that valid? Alright, who's next? Scarlet Witch, my homegirl, man. This meta specifically, I'm putting her a little bit higher than most people. A little bit higher. She's really good against flyers, and she can actually help airspace and peel, especially for healers getting poked out by flyers. She's a really good pick in that, and just because Strange is better, she's better just by proxy because of their team up, right? Without the team up, I probably put her about, yeah, probably here. Here or even C tier, borderline, but it's not bad. Ooh, Spider-Man players, man. I can't put him above A just because Gamma. I'd have to put him B. Mechanically, not a lot of people can pick him up and play like that. Not a lot of people can play like that, if I'm being completely honest. If you're good at Spider-Man, 10,000%, I'll put him in A tier for you. But for 90% of them, especially metal ranks, don't play this character, dude. Like, unless you actually practice, no, just don't. Squirrel Girl, she got buffed. Map specific, B tier. General sense, C tier, but still better than Moon Knight, because Moon Knight's just fucking Moon Knight. The Dracula map is really strong on defense with a Penny. If they're not spamming flyers, like if they're running like their own, like let's say they're running a Hawkeye poke, Squirrel actually does pretty well if you're not getting dipped. Like if it's like an equal skill level lobby, I think he's good. Punisher. Punisher will get moved. I just gotta figure out where first. So Punisher's an easy S tier, bro. They fucking buffed him to shit. He's so good right now. But mind you, it's a rock paper scissors. You're playing this, and she's good. You're not running this. You go something else. Like you go dive. Like you go fist or something in that case. But Punisher, man, I think he's pretty good. Honestly, Loki is gonna get moved slightly above Hela. And then Punisher is going to be below Hawkeye. I think that's fair. No, because actually, then it would be this. Yeah, I agree with this a lot more. Iron Man's low S, but he's still pretty good. Star-Lord. Again, it's the Flyers, man. Star-Lord. Oh, I love me a good Star-Lord player. Not the feeding lords, the good lords, and I have stacked with a lot of good ones. His ult's nasty. Lack of support ults being able to reach in the air is really good because he can pick them off, especially if you're running a Mantis. You're probably running Mantis, Atom, Star-Lord, and then probably a Luna still, because like Luna fits in every comp. I'm never saying no to Luna. Storm. Storm is the queen of the meta. So they buffed her. The Jeff Nato scooping, especially people out of this girl's ults and hers. She actually cancels Mantis's ult, I think, as well if she gets eaten. And Rocket. She's so good. Even Luna, especially Luna, because you can't get healed inside of Jeff, right? So, yeah, I definitely agree with that. Thor. Thor is middle of the pack. Yeah. Like, Thor's like... for me, Thor went from... I'm not gonna tilt immediately to, okay, he can be decent. Good rune changes, but they also nerfed him slightly because they were scared he was gonna be OP. Bro, you're buffing this bitch way too often. Buff him, bro. I don't mind seeing a Thor meta. Thor's good. Thor has a good ult. It's a fair ultimate as well. You're above cap. No, you're below cap. Venom. I'll be honest. I don't think Venom's a terrible pick. The symbiote bond is the biggest nerf to him, but makes this guy a little more, not very, a little more viable for Peel because of the team up. So, I like Venom just always a consistent tank for me. He's one of the better, he's probably the best dive tank next to Hulk. He's not bad, man. He's just consistent as fuck. I don't hate him. Bucky. Hit scan into flyers. Very good. But you get outranged by these two. So, you cannot be S tier. You are very high A tier. I'd say you're better than Bucky this season. 10,000%. With the nerfs, we needed more, something that a bit less more like of a pressure DPS rather than like a hard dive, and Bucky fills that role so good. He rolls his ult so quickly. Hook is busted. Such a good cooldown. This character has everything they need, and they can also spam his shots a lot quickly if you know how to properly cycle his cooldowns, which is good. Wolf. I gotta say it again. Fire meta. I don't care. Wolf is still super strong. I've seen, like, especially just because you are here and you are here. He will always be good. He will be the one focusing tanks. He is not going to be the one killing these guys, especially. But will they be focusing, like, yeah, they can take duels in their supports as well. It's just, you're, like, he's not a DPS. He's not a DPS duelist. If that makes sense. Fantastic. I don't want to hate on him too much. You're better than Jeff. But you are not better. Yeah, you're not better than Spider-Man. No. Fantastic's good if, like, you're lacking a tank, but it's like almost never optimal, bro. It's never optimal to run this guy. I don't see the value. It's just not there. Invis, my girl, man. Always, always, always gonna be the second best support next to Luna. At least, like, from how they've been buffing everyone. Yeah, probably. It's just strong. Even having both of them, they have the best ults in the game. Easily, the best 4 ults in the game. Besides maybe, like, Loki. But Loki's good because they can copy those 2 ults specifically. So, like, having, like, 24 seconds of Luna all because they stack, right? 12 plus 12, 24. No, like, bro, nerf these suits to the ground. I want to see some cloak meta for a bit. Yeah, they did nerf Cloak a little bit. Not too hard. I do like the healing shouldn't have been able to stack. Even I found that a bit ridiculous. Okay, and okay, and we have the thing. Yeah, bro, dude, it breaks my heart to say this because I love you. Like I love you, such a fun character. You, the worst tank in the game right now. On a low, he's the worst tank in the game. He's good into anti-dive, but you're not, or he's good into dive, but he suffers in poke, especially when you're solo tanking on him without a strange. Like you kind of need strange to support that, like support that conducive double brawl, and he's just not doing it, man. I'll be honest. Human Torch. I gotta be honest. If the meta was different, if the meta wasn't flying, he'd be beer. Or beer. Be it. But low-key? Yeah, low-key, he's good. Like, I don't think he can ever be bad. He's really consistent, and his ult, again, with Storm, because you see that, I'm applying it more heavily than other team-ups, because it's there in every game. And in every game, I want Storm. And in every game, I also want a Human Torch. I would much rather have the team-up with that instead of Jeff. Just saying. Because, like, you have to play a little bit smarter with the ult, but, I mean, like, that's how I get the most value anyway. So in a vacuum, that makes no sense. Emma fucking Frost, man. They nerfed her, obviously, but still the best tank in the game. There is no argument I'm going to listen to. Those are the big three. The tanks are really strong right now, but they also feel like shit to play just because the flying, like, you know. It's like a toddler trying to reach the fucking cookie jar, if that makes sense. Okay, and we have Ultron. I haven't played a lot of Ultron. I played a few games with him. Good distance. Consistent healing. Not fast or not anything strong. Consistent healing is not bad. He's not a bad character. He's probably borderline one of the weaker supports. His ult is going to basically always be used offensively, not defensively, because it heals for dick. So, just in my opinion, bro is probably going to go B tier. No, okay. Generalizing this meta, low A. Because he synergizes well with these and this. You just throw it on one of the flyers. They're in God mode. It's really, like, unless you're bursting them with range, which is why these three are also really good. Please keep in mind, this is meta. These are counter meta. They go against it, and they're very good at it. So, I think this is going to be a pretty accurate tier list. Maybe you change a few things depending on what role you play, but this is from a GM1 support player. This is from my perspective. I feel like Widow, and especially BP, are throw picks this season. I would rather a Jep than a BP. I'm being honest. I would much rather a Jep than a BP because when she's not banned, this guy is almost A tier. But because no team up, you don't see the team up in comp, at least where I'm playing because it's an insta-ban. I can't put them any higher. Alright. Make sure you guys follow the Twitch. I may be live later today if you're watching on 2025 6/6. So that's June 6th. I'm posting this today. If you're going to be on, yeah, the Twitch and YouTube are right there. Make sure to comment, and yeah, hope you all have a good rest of your day. Take care.